Yo, what's good, everybody? TrentWherld here, also known as Trent. And today I have another story to tell you. Now, before I get started, I just want to quickly say I hope you're all having a wonderful Monday this morning. I just woken up like 5 seconds ago, and I'm doing good. Just enjoying a wonderful day. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Monday as I'm making this video. So, anyway. Today's story, judging by the title, it's a good one. It's a really, really good one. This is a story I honestly forgot and I never really told, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so this is the story, the time that I ran away from home. Yeah, this is the most shortest video ever, so strap in. So, this story time takes place back in 2016, 2017. So your boy was maybe about, I want to say at the time, maybe 7 or 8. I don't remember, around those type of ages, or maybe 6. I don't remember. But I was kind of that little kid at the time. And I had, like I said, I had older brothers. And, they were living here at the time. And, life was doing good until a little thing happened. So one day, me and my mom, we get in type of an argument. I don't know what it was all about. And your boy, me, TrentWherld, decides to say to her, "You know what, Mom? I'm packing my things and I'm running away." Now, I used to type of run away and I didn't. Here's what I mean by that. So what I always would tell her, like, "Hey, I'm running away. You'd never have to deal with me again." Usually I would go in the backyard and full on chill out there and never come inside until it would get super dark, and I would come inside and go in my room, and usually that would be it. But this day it changed. So I ran out through the front door of my house and I went up the street. Now, if you guys don't know, I live out in the country, so we usually don't have a huge neighborhood where I live. So I went up the street all the way to this house. Now, my parents knew these neighbors because they were kind of close friends with these neighbors. And at the time, these neighbors really liked me. So I remember walking up to their house. We'll give them a name. For the sake of this video, I don't want to be calling them they. We'll call one of them George, and the other one, we'll call them Angie. So I walked up to the door, I knock, and Angie comes to the door. She goes, "Oh, hey, Trent, what are you doing here?" I go, "I ran away from home." She goes, "What?" I go, "Yeah, I ran away from home from my mom. I don't want to deal with her anymore." And she was like, "Sweetheart, you have to go back home. You can't live here by yourself. There's just no way." I was like, "I don't care. I'm staying here." She goes, "No, I'm taking you back home right now." So she grabs onto my arm, puts me in her little Cadillac that she had. I don't know if she still has it, but she had a Cadillac. She puts me in the car, and she drives me all the way back home. And right as we pull into the driveway, my parents are outside and they are pissed at me. And they have the right to, because, their son literally ran away from home, let alone went up the street to the neighbor's house. So anyway, we got out the car and Angie tells my mom, she goes, "I think is this yours?" And my mom goes, "Yeah, thank you, Angie, from taking him home. I promise he won't do nothing like this again." She goes, "No, it's okay. It happens." And then my mom looks at me. She goes, "Young man, apologize to Miss Angie." I said, "I'm sorry, Miss Angie." She goes, "It's fine, sweetheart." And my mom goes, "Go inside. We're gonna talk about this." And so then I'm inside. I'm crying, right? And I go inside my room and I lock the door. And, as I'm crying, my mom walks in and she goes, okay, so I don't know what's going on with you, but you need to fix this attitude because this isn't you, all right? Now, at the time, I was getting into a lot of trouble with my parents, and, it wasn't going down a right path, so I gotta say that for the sake of this video. Anyway, so she goes, you need to fix your attitude, you need to fix everything, you need to quit this right now, like it's not healthy for you, and I don't know why you're running away from home, you have nowhere to go. And my mom did have a point. I didn't have anywhere to go, if I was to run away again. So she goes, so you know what that means, right? I go, what? And she grabs my PlayStation 3 that I had, takes that away from me, and takes away my iPad. I had a huge iPad that was like probably the size of me, probably when I was little. Probably not, like when I was like probably a little small age. She goes, yes, I'm taking these away. You're grounded for 2 weeks. And yeah, I was grounded. I had no iPad, no PlayStation, and it was tough because because when I was grounded, the only thing I was able to do to entertain myself was to go outside, full on outside and do nothing. So then every time I would see my brothers, they would talk about games in front of me, and I couldn't play them because they had a system of their own. And so did I, and it sucked, right? Well, then 2 weeks goes by, and I get back all my stuff. My mom goes, all right, I'm going to give you back your stuff. Have you learned your lesson through you being grounded? I go, yeah. She goes, you promise me that you won't run away and you'll be on your best behavior ever? I go, yeah. So then she hooks up the console for me and then gives me back my iPad, and it was all that. Anyway, that's it. That's the end of the story. Kind of a crazy one. I'm surprised I haven't told that one, but my mom was like, you haven't told the story of you running away. So I was like, oh, I gotta tell that on my channel. So yeah, moral of the story: don't run away from home. Okay, don't be like little TrentWherld and just start running up the street to your neighbors and say that you're running away from home. Don't do that. And second of all, if you're gonna run away, please, and I mean it, please, make sure you tell someone where you're going, okay? Don't be just running off, okay? But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's story. I'm sorry if it was a short one, but I didn't have any other stories. I'll probably have one more. I'll probably tell maybe tomorrow. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's story. If you guys did, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. If you guys are brand new to the channel, feel free to leave your guys' story times in the comments down below. And subscribe if you're new. I'll see y'all later. Peace.